Well, look, it's finally here. Almost, maybe not. Who knows? The Atari VCS. It's in production, maybe. This news came out on Friday. For Friday, because it's Saturday. It came out on, but I'm sorry, I haven't stopped laughing since it came out. Maybe it is coming. Maybe it's not. Let's find out. Anyway, they say they've been testing from home. We'll find out if they really mean it. So let's dive into it. The Atari VCS team is proud to say that we are getting a tremendous amount of work done during the ongoing quarantine and are about to enter the home stretch on the project. The first approximately 500 Atari VCS production units will now exit the factory by mid-June. It's led to 124 people giving them the clap, after a slight delay caused by rejected plastic parts that required refabrication, a bit like these lies. Now, with the completion of this run comes even more exciting news. Let's make the text big for this. Thanks to much diligence and creativity, the procurement teams have made significant progress in their efforts to close the gaps on the outstanding parts and materials. All of this comes as Atari VCS hits the 2-year anniversary of its launch on Indiegogo. The mark of quality. The team has searched all over the planet to find or replace parts and materials needed to start and complete the full production run of Atari VCS units for its 11,500 patient Indiegogo backers. So we've got 500 out of 11,500. Lovely. Based on the latest info available, the team cautiously estimates that all parts and materials will be on hand in time for these additional units to be in production this summer. No specific dates are yet available, but Atari will of course inform backers as soon as there are additional details. In the meantime, like so many others, the Atari VCS team has been working from home since early March. This complicated things at first when almost 24 pre-production units became stranded in a New York City office. How unfortunate. Many of these Atari machines were units that had been earmarked for a variety of hands-on press and fan showcases at live events all spring and summer, starting with the D-Cave event in New York City. The Atari VCS team was going to hit the road with stops planned around numerous events, including SWS, whatever it's called, in Austin, E3, which has been cancelled, and probably like all the others, San Diego Comic-Con, PAX West, and others. In addition, there were countless business meetings around the country scheduled to include live Atari VCS demos as well, not to mention the need to send some of these units out to test groups and partners. Only very recently we'll be able to safely send one team member into the ether, into an eerily quiet midtown New York City for a rescue mission. Lucky him. To reclaim these stranded units. Once this happened, we were able to distribute many of them to a pre-selected roster of internal and VIP testers we call Home Group A. This group is made up of people who deliberately kept from having too much first-hand exposure to the Atari VCS. Deliberately kept? How do you mean deliberately kept? You mean you've deliberately kept it because you want to keep the whole thing stum? Anyway, people who've not had much exposure to the VCS and its accessories. These people involved range from core to casual gamers and cover a wide demographic range. They were given a number of tasks to complete, from unboxing and setup to buying and playing games and apps. Surely if there were the real ones out there in the wild, they'd be making videos and leaking them online. Their feedback is being collected via surveys and Q&A. I know how I'd be doing that. If I got one of these units, I'd be making videos all over the flipping shop. They're not out there at all. So they're buying and playing games and apps. Can you imagine the hits you'd get on such a video? It'd be insane. So the fact there haven't been any is very, very telling. Anyway, let's keep up the pretense. The feedback is being collected via surveys and Q&A sessions, and results will impact the experience that Home Group B has in the next round that will be starting very soon, I'm sure. Overall, the feedback has been very positive and instructive. How much are you paying them? With members of the Home Group A sampling an assortment of classic Atari and third-party games, the AntStream app, and streaming services like Netflix and Disney Plus in Atari mode. And based on the video I saw of Netflix and Disney Plus, it just looks like Netflix and Disney Plus on anything else. Other Adventures Group members have connected their USB keyboards and tested out the unique Atari PC mode, formerly known as PC Sandbox mode, by booting up Windows and playing some of their favourite PC games on their big screen TVs. TVs does not have an apostrophe in it, thank you. One of our most ambitious team members is taking full advantage of their current work from home situation and has been making a number of videos with his Atari VCS that fully illustrate its its capabilities and provides a window into what the home group is seeing. We think Atari VCS fans will enjoy the following self-explanatory videos. I doubt they will. So, let's get rid of that. Yeah, I've been listening to Laurie. Oh God, what's her name? Laurie Anderson. Oh, Superman. Wonderful song. It was featured in the Black Mirror Bandersnatch special. So I'll play a bit of. I wanted it to be sort of playing the volume, playing it loud, but you'll hear it anyway. Here we go. Here's a bit of Celeste. Let's just make it big. But anyway, let's just play it and you'll see. Okay, well there you have it. I mean, Celeste, I've not played it. It does look good. Looks quite fun. But it's not a very taxing game on the system, is it? It's a sort of made to look 8. It's obviously a modern game, but it's made to look 8-bit style. Very retro. I played a recent game called HIDEOUS, which had a similar look to it. Was quite fun for a while, but yeah, it's not taxing. I mean, I would not pay $400 for a machine plus the. What does that include? The controllers? I've lost count now. Even if it was just $400, it's not worth it. Excuse me. I've started, so I'll finish. Even based on what's on there, I would not pay $400 and assume that is worth it. Anyway, what we got next is we've got Laurie Anderson again. How nice! Atari VCS home gameplay with Unsung Warriors. So yes, it's pretty much the same kind of thing. So we'll play a bit of that. Yes, that's Unsung Warriors being played by someone's 5-year-old who's only just got up, it seems. I completely forgot to full screen that. Oh, what a shame. I'm sure you'll be crying about that. What have we got next? We've got Basketball Classics. So let's play a bit of that. It's amazing. Let's go.
Now I can watch it.
Okay, to try and give it some credit, I would give that a bit of a go. I wouldn't dismiss it entirely. It has a nice little bit of a retro feel to it. You know, it's looks more fun than the other things that are on here. But I wouldn't... There's no reason to buy an extra machine for it, you know. It's the kind of thing you might expect to be a couple of quid on Steam. And so I'd just pay that and give that a go. But we'll see what else they've got. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Borderlands 2. So I watched a bit of this. So we'll just play that.
Good.
A couple of you have learned that hemp is Jackman lately. If you're worried, that means I'm just a pretty face who got this town as an anniversary gift. Well.
So that's Borderlands 2. I've not played Borderlands 2 myself. I mean, I looked at the specs of that, what's required to run it. Windows XP. From 2K Games themselves, Windows XP will run Borderlands 2. You know, you could get a Windows XP machine, well, you know, cheap as chips. If you wouldn't get a Windows XP machine these days. You just get like maybe an i3 Intel at the minimum. And for that you'd be paying, I've seen them on eBay for, you know, people sort of making them and selling them with a basic hard drive in there for about 150 quid. Very simple and straightforward. Obviously making a business out of it. Yeah, it's the kind of thing that I would get from my mum if she was in the looking for a new PC. It's not something that, it's not, this is just a joke. It really is. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Oh, here we go. This was hilarious. Warzone. Yeah, the Call of Duty. That's a new one, isn't it? The free one, which must be so good. That's why it's free. Yeah, let's play a bit of this.
Welcome to Warzone. Battle Royale.
Instead of paying on our attack map here.
Use your attack map and choose when to deploy from the aircraft. Get ready! The white circle on your attack map shows where the gas closes in. The timer shows how long you have before that happens. Plan ahead, find weapons, stay out of the open, and you'll make it. I suggest pulling your chute before you hit the ground. Using your chute lets you glide away from everyone else. But you'll get on the ground late.
That beast.
Yeah, I mean, that's enough. I mean, the graphics are choppy, you know, jaggedy, it's slow, it's sluggish. It's just absolutely awful. It's like, I think even an Atari 2600 would do a better bloody job than that. Yeah, Stadia would do a better job than that. And that's saying a lot. This is just hideous. I mean, that is hideous. Not quite sure what the sort of requirements are, but for Warzone, but you know, I mean, multiplayer games are not my bag, which is why I'm not playing it. But it's just, I mean, that is hideous. If I downloaded a game and it looked like that, I would assume, well, I wouldn't play it. You know, I would sort of assume something had gone wrong in the settings, and that's what Atari want you to invest in. I mean, quite frankly, the only way I'd invest in this is if it was $20, 20 quid even. I'm in the UK, 20 quid. I bought an Ouya box and made a video about it for 20 quid. Had a go of it, made a video. That was a joke. It just sits there blank ever since. Yeah, was just no, 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 no. And yeah, that's about how I feel at this point. There's a home streaming test of Netflix and Disney Plus. Obviously, I'm not going to play it here because copyright, you know. But quite frankly, that's about the only thing it can do. But then your mobile phone can play Netflix and Disney Plus. So yeah, let's skip that. Oh, this is the real kicker. Please note, some PC mode gameplay was filmed using Atari VCS units that have been upgraded with the additional RAM and storage. Oh, good lord. We hope these videos and the action shown in them make backers and fans as excited as it does the teams and testers. Please also note that everything shown here is for demo purposes only, and nothing appearing in these videos should be taken as official announcements or promises of any specific content in the Atari VCS store. More info on that, all that's at a later date. But what is very hilarious is that you go on any of those videos and you look at the comments section. Can you imagine what the comments section is like? Yeah, that's right, they've turned the comments off. I wonder why. We look forward to sharing more very soon. Well, you're not really shown much, have you? Blah, 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 blah. Load of crap. So, let's see responses. This is always funny. Now, think... I mean, it doesn't really matter. They're all from May... Oh, no, they're all over the place, actually. Mars, always there with excellent updates. Oh, what's his response? Oh, thanks for the support. Yeah, of course. Stefan Werner. Oh, dear. Of course, the jerks got here before the fans, but that's what jerks do. They hide and wait, ready to pounce the moment the target of their bullying appears. To the VCS team, your real backers understand what's happening. We recognise the effort that's gone into the VCS, and we are behind you all the way. It's frustrating as it is for backers. It's important to remember that those people who work very hard every day to develop a quality product are even more frustrated than we are, and that their efforts aren't even able to see the market yet. Keep plugging away and don't let any of the troll contingent's commentary get you down. Thanks for posting all those videos. Another update. Awesome update. I bet this response is from Atari. I would not be surprised if I can bring the damn thing up. Yeah. Chris Cathart says, I wasn't aware we could use the VCS as a surrogate PC as well. That looks good for gaming. Will there be any tutorials I think he means, on how to get an optimal setup? Yes, it's a PC console hybrid. You can surely count on YouTube to fill the aftermarket with info. Like, yeah, basically to say, we've got your money, now we're sodding off to the Bahamas. We will do our share as well once the product is out later this year. To Webb says, a legend reborn. I can only imagine the responses from Atari, so I won't bother with that one. Joe Machini says, what battery does the controller have in it? Every demo video I've seen, the controller is plugged in. Does it not hold much charge? Terry Corley says, perhaps you should have watched all the videos properly. Oh, very nice. Battery life, says Atari, is over 30 hours. Our guy shot a couple of those with all the controllers that don't have the correct Bluetooth firmware in. That's probably because they don't exist. Some of the clips do use newer wireless units such as the basketball and Netflix demos. Andrew Henderson says, you got 100% funded, 30 times over. That's 3,000%. Why have these taken so long to be ready? They were meant to be ready late last year / early this year, so don't use you-know-what as an excuse. Production should have been well underway by the time that hit. The hardware Zen Plus would have been underpowered last summer, but at this rate AMD is going to have Zen 3 out before we get these in our hands. I think Zen 2 is in the new PS5 and Xbox, whatever. So, yeah, probably Zen 3 will be out by the time that, if it sees the light of day, Atari VCS will be. Meanwhile, Yvonne Hawke says, there is some good information. A good question came up about PC mode taking over for sandbox mode. When was that decided and when were folks told of this? I certainly wasn't. It's not a big change, but I believe it to be an important one. I have my special order TV stand nearby and won't be constructed until I have the unit. All my other living room furniture updates will not be taking place until the unit is received. Oh, good lord. Folks do a good job and we'll see the final product once it can be produced. I recall a March delivery, but I'm allowing 6 to 8 months because of the issues encountered. Special hard drive with Windows is ready as well as keyboard and mouse. I am looking forward to the classic games and run World of Warcraft on the same unit. And above all that, having a system such as this available for the household to use and reasonably. In the long run, we don't want to confuse people now with just got involved. I hate that Yank expression. with the sandbox open world. So PC mode is a better name. So, you know, I was going to say for someone so intelligent, but I don't know whether Yvonne is intelligent. It's clearly just a rename of the rename of the mode. So, fuss about nothing. And we're nearly at the end of all the comments. Hey, Atari team, it's in French. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I did French at school, but I don't care for it now. But Atari said, oh, just the website address. Well done. And finally, a couple of comments. Well, 3 comments, just which have been answered. PC mode. Does that mean it can run Linux? Can it run RetroPie? Well, they've already said it's Linux based. Paul Andrews says, you wrecked the Atari franchise with your pivot to gambling and Bitcoin. Well, I agree with that. And what about the hotels? That was a nonsense. Meanwhile, Chris Zarek says, wow, $300? You mean $400? So $300 plus for basic side-scrollers. You couldn't even show a classic IP like Asteroids or Missile Command. I guess I'll be getting an Intellivision Amico instead. At least I know will actually come out this autumn. So yeah, I've got an Amico in order. So, yeah. So that's that basically. That's the Atari VCS update in a nutshell. Well, big nutshell, because it's a bit of a longer video. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Please like this video and share it with your friends. And subscribe if you haven't already. And click on the little bell to get all notifications. We'll see what comes of this going forward. Probably not a lot. In the meantime, did I say click on the little bell to get all the notifications? I might have done. But subscribe anyway. And cue Genesis. Goodbye.